Hi, Ava and Angela here, and we're going to tell you or talk to you about how to play the dinner spinner game. So this is actually the second video in a 2-video series. In the first video, we showed you how to make one of these lovely little dinner spinners here. And in this video, we're going to talk about how to actually play it. All right, so Ava's going to help me do that. So Ava, what's the first thing that we do whenever we want to play our dinner spinner game?
We spin this one first.
Okay, so this one, go ahead. Sorry, you can spin it.
Is your family member.
Yeah, so this is going to determine who you ask a question to, okay?
Yep.
And then this spinner over here is going to tell you what question to ask them. So for instance, if you spun this one here, Ava, well, first of all, who is this?
That's my dad.
Dad, okay. So what would you ask Dad? You would say,
what was your best part of your day?
best part of your day. Now, what if it was Andrew? What if it was Andrew and he wasn't sure what you meant by best part of your day? What could you say instead?
I could say, what was a part that you were really excited?
Mm-hmm.
What was a part that you really liked? What was a part where you were really happy?
Really happy, or what was really fun? Okay, so the more concrete that you can ask, the more concrete questions that you can ask, the better for the little ones. Now, older kids and adults, they know what you mean by best part of your day. So that's just a fun little tip. The cool thing about this question is that it helps foster gratitude, right? For us, it's a mandatory question. Everyone has to have a best part of your day. Even if your day wasn't that great, there's one part that was better than all the others, right? So we like to do that in order to foster gratitude. Okay, what about this one over here? Worst part of your day, Ava?
Well, that one, for Andrew, it'd be, what was a part you were upset, angry,
Frustrated,
sad.
You cried, that's right. So if it was Daddy, you might say Daddy was the worst part of your day. And you know, if it's Andrew, since he's 3, you would say what you just said, right?
Yep.
The good thing about this question is that it's helping foster empathy, right? It's trying to understand you know, where someone's coming from and what kind of day they had, and if it was a bad day, maybe even a chance to relate, right? So that question is a really great question to ask. For us, it's not mandatory though. Often we'll say, you know what, I don't even have a worst part of my day. My day was great. Okay, so what if we roll this right here, my most fabulous challenge? What does that mean, Ava?
That means, well, what was hard on your day?
Yeah.
What was hard about your day?
Yeah, was there something you tried really hard to do?
And when were you frustrated?
Yeah, maybe you were frustrated, right? And then what else do we ask though? We don't just stop there. What else do we say? Do you remember?
No.
Oh, well, a lot of times we'll say, did you succeed? Are you still trying? Are you still practicing? Did you just like epic fail, right? So this is a great question, especially as parents, to model a growth mindset and really celebrate those fabulous challenges. And just, you know, be able to show that, hey, even adults have big challenges. And even though I really tried to solve this problem or this puzzle or whatever, I didn't succeed today, but man, I'm going to keep trying, or here's what I'm going to do about it, right? So great way to reinforce growth mindset. This last section here, Ava, is what?
Is compliment.
Compliment. Okay, so
So
when
if
you...
it was Andrew.
Andrew, okay, if it was Andrew.
Then you'd say...
Everyone around the table other than Andrew does what?
Gives him a compliment. Like,
Yep.
say, I love you because...
Right, or you made me feel really good today when you, right?
Yep.
And so these are some kind words that we can give to each other as a gift. If you don't have something kind or nice to say, and sometimes that happens, that's okay. We also say that if you can't or don't want to give a compliment, you don't have to. But we do have to at least give hugs or kisses or high fives, or what else do we do? Maybe knucks,
Yeah, no.
right?
Maybe.
Knucks. You know, some way to acknowledge our other family members and to show them that we love them. This is also a mandatory part of our dinner too, because we want to make sure that we always get in the habit of doing this. You can always show love to the people in your family, right? The people you care about.
Yep.
So this is also a fabulous way to introduce new vocabulary words. So I might say something like, wow, Ava, today I feel like you were very tenacious. And I might give a very concrete example. Yeah, like when you, and I would talk about the exact example of what I meant, right? And so she could ask,
Yep.
well, what does tenacious mean, right? And we can have a whole conversation around that.
Yeah, it happens with Andrew, it happens with me, almost like
Right.
everybody.
Yeah, and so it's great. It's a great way to introduce new words and just kind of reconnect and reset. Okay, so that's the dinner spinner. We love playing it. There's lots of different ways you can make it as long or as short as you want. We'll have it to where you spin one person and then you have to keep spinning until you've gone through all 4 questions. That can get pretty long. You could also just say, 1 spin per person or 2 spins per person. It's
Yeah.
whatever you want to do, right? So we are looking forward to seeing any of the variations that you do as well. What's up, Ava?
Well, sometimes what we do is when we don't have time for all of it, we just do one, and we always have a compliment.
Yeah, that's right. So sometimes we'll just say, okay, we're going to say our best and we're going to do our compliment, and then that's all we're going to do today, right? Or
Yep.
our most fabulous challenge and a compliment. Yep, I'm glad you brought that up. So that's one way that we do it as well.
Yep.
All right. We're looking forward to seeing how you do it. And yeah, say goodbye.
Bye.